Please stand and remove your hats for our national anthem. Welcome. Please be seated. Please welcome the Dean, David Brown.
Welcome to the 2025 graduation ceremony for the College of Arts and Sciences. "364 days out of the year, Disney World gets the moniker of being the happiest place on earth. But today, we can say that this is the happiest place on earth. So before I get started, I do want to recognize that we have a special guest with us. I want to recognize in the party Provost Paul Jensen. All right, first, let me check in with everybody. Is everybody happy? I'm curious, who's happier? The graduates who have spent the last 4 to 5 years toiling on coursework, writing papers, and endless quizzes and exams? Or is it the parents who are now done with sending their checks to the bursar's office? We'll have a chance to revisit that later on. All right, there are simply 2 things that I want to make clear and remind everyone about today. First, I want to put in context the magnitude of your accomplishment that we celebrate today. Second, during graduation ceremonies, I think it's important to remind ourselves why we're here and why what we've done is so important. Let's start with the first. While it might seem you're here just as a matter of course, nothing really special, completely expected, a number of things had to occur for all of this to happen. Let me start with the parents. There's a phrase we've all heard that is usually given in response to the question, how's it going? In response, you might hear, living the dream. While if taken literally, it means nothing could be better. It is, however, usually spoken with a sarcastic tone. When somebody replies with, living the dream, It can be translated into things are not great, but I'm doing what I signed up for. But of course, there is a different meaning for the phrase, living the dream. Students, I want you to know that right now, your parents are living the dream. There's no sarcasm implied in this case. Your parents may have actually started living the dream before you were even born. Much of everything that your parents did, they did because of this moment. Soccer games, music recitals, or just showing up were all done, in part, to get you to this point. It could be a teacher in elementary or high school. It could be a coach. These are people who have led you all along the way. They're the ones who maybe pulled you aside and said, you need to go to college. It's also important to bear in mind that there are a number of things that could have gone wrong all along the way, preventing you from making it this far. Some of those things you may not have even been aware of. Students, please stand and give a round of applause to your parents, siblings, friends, relatives, who all make this moment possible. Now, let's get to that second point. What does your graduation mean? What do you have now that you didn't have 4 years ago? To arrive at an answer, let's start with one of the basics, the quest for living a happy life. A happy life, for many, would include a meaningful job that affords the kind of stability and resources to live a happy life. While there's no guarantee that a good job and a career will lead to happiness, they sure help. What else leads to happiness? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that learning leads to happiness. The sense of accomplishment, discovery, and empowerment one gets from learning should not be underestimated. Let's call it the joy of learning. I think too often we can get caught up in the need to express what you've accomplished in terms of the monetary return on investment. It's certainly important. In fact, for many, it's the most crucial aspect. Although the famous Stoic philosopher Seneca had no respect for any academic subject whose primary aim was monetary compensation or monetary in nature, it is, however, the purpose for many, and I think it foolish, to question that motivation. Yes, rest assured, there is a return on your investment. Economists calculate that the return on a bachelor's degree is around $500,000 to $1 million over the lifetime of your career earnings. Rest assured, that's also calculated into the fact that they've accounted for tuition, board, and housing. So that's great. That's something that you can look forward to, but I don't think it's really part of what these last few years have been about. It's a part, but not the most important part. Fortunately, even when that is the motivation, much more comes with the package of a college education. The sense of accomplishment, discovery, empowerment can come along with the monetary ROI. One doesn't cancel the other one out. Let's return then to that joy of learning, the joy of discovery. Let's call it curiosity. I would submit that this is our strength as a College of Arts and Sciences. We cultivate, encourage, and build the curiosity muscle. We do it by exposing our students to the many different disciplines in the college, from physics to philosophy, from biology to political science, Ours is the most diverse college. In addition to achieving it through exposing our students to a diverse number of disciplines, we also do it through experience. In most universities, students in the arts and sciences continually struggle with how their skills translate into what goes on outside the university. Through co-ops, you've seen firsthand how this actually works. But I digress. Let's return to the joy of learning. Having been exposed to so many different things and compelled to learn so much, you've now got the bug, the disease, if you will. Your love of learning will express itself in so many different ways, it will be hard to hide. Whether it's planning your family vacations around the best museums a city can offer, or whether it's telling your family and friends to their horror that your preference for birthday party would be in an escape room, there's nothing that you can really escape. And in fact, curiosity is going to be worn on your sleeve. There is no escaping. You're also going to see curiosity when you find new and better things and how to do things better at work. Guess what? Your boss will see that and recognize it too. Graduates, we live in a chaotic world right now. We don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next. Under all of that uncertainty, however, your time at Drexel has given you something that is permanent. It can never be taken away. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher I mentioned earlier, recognized this important fact. He philosophized that tangible wealth can be lost as easily as it can be gained. Seneca argued that anything that the goddess Fortuna gives you, she can easily take away. What you've learned over the last few years cannot be lost. Your love of learning is not something that can be ripped from your hands because it is now part of who you are. I've met a lot of Drexel alums over these last few years, and something common to all is their love for learning, their curiosity. This, I argue, is what will sustain you. In back of me are seated an outstanding faculty and staff that have provided the necessary conditions to build your curiosity. Please give them a round of applause. Let me just close my remarks by giving the only charge that I have for you on this wonderful graduation day. It is to go out and be curious. Go Dragons. Please welcome Tasneem Sheikh Sadiq, who will address us on behalf of the class of 2025.
Thank you, Dean Brown and the college faculty for giving me the opportunity to share my story. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tasneem Sadiq, and today I'm graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences. Thank you all, family, friends, and fellow graduates for being here today as we celebrate this incredible milestone together. During my 4 years at Drexel, I learned an important lesson about advocating for myself, a skill that in turn empowered me to advocate for others. In my second year, I found myself balancing coursework while working 3 part-time jobs, something I'm sure many of you can relate to. I did this not only to support myself financially, but also to gain the experience I knew I needed to succeed in my field. There were nights when I was so exhausted I couldn't bear to look at another biochemical pathway. Over time, the extra shifts and my lack of assertiveness at setting boundaries left me overwhelmed and eventually burned out. It wasn't until I reached a breaking point, struggling academically and personally, that I realized advocating for my well-being wasn't optional, but necessary for sustaining a healthy, successful life. Reflecting on this experience, I see how much I've grown to advocate for myself today. I learned to speak up, not just at work, but in all aspects of my life. In school, I had honest conversations with my professors about what I was going through. At work, I made sure that my time was respected and that any work I did was on company time. I began to recognize the value of my time and effort beyond work and school. Setting healthy boundaries isn't selfish, it's essential. Acknowledging your worth might not always be easy, but you have to prioritize your own well-being before you can help others. Self-advocacy is a skill I will carry with me for the rest of my life, and one I hope you all will embrace as well. But for me, self-advocacy was only the beginning. Once I learned the importance of speaking up for myself, I couldn't ignore the way others were denied that same opportunity. Through classes on global migration, conservation biology, civic discussion, I saw how this inequality leaves communities vulnerable. Advocacy isn't only accomplished through grand gestures, it's in the everyday choices we make. Whether it's supporting patients in the hospital, initiating climate change clubs on campus, or contributing to our very own Feed a Dragon Meal Swipe donation program, meaningful change often begins right here in our own community. It begins when people come together to speak up for those who cannot, and continue to amplify the voices of those already speaking out. Advocacy is not just a skill we use when it's convenient, it's a responsibility we carry into every space we enter. Drexel has prepared us to navigate this complex world, not just to exist in it, but to engage with it. Your voice, your well-being, and your goals, they matter deeply. So take the time to advocate for what matters most to you, whether it's human rights, climate sustainability, educational equity, or another cause. Use advocacy not just to change the world around you, but also to protect yourself as you move forward in it. I encourage each of you to carry that mindset with you in every aspect of your life. I am deeply proud and honored to be graduating alongside such an accomplished class. Thank you to all the family members that are here with us today who helped bring us to this very moment. Class of 2025, keep showing up, speaking up, and making that change happen.
Thank you for that, and congratulations on your graduation. Another round of applause. So now I want to bring to the podium Associate Dean Scott Warnock to announce the College Awards.
I always get a tough spot in the program. They put up this fantastic student speaker, and then it's like, here's this guy. No, I'm very honored for my role in this celebration. We want to acknowledge those students who have received special recognition from the university. In the spirit of honoring exceptional academic achievement, we wish to recognize our undergraduate students who've completed their degree with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. I'd like to ask the following graduates to come forward and be recognized, please. Samuel Benjamin Barsky. Anna Desch. Tanya Lula. Sophia Mattia. Caitlin Fan. Brooke Shepard. Nawal Amina Saeed. And Yala Tippett. Congratulations to all of you. I'd like to further recognize those undergraduate students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement at Drexel, as reflected in outstanding final grade point averages. Students who graduate with a GPA between 3.5 and 3.7 are designated cum laude, or with honor. Will cum laude graduates please stand up? Thank you. Those graduating with a GPA between 3.7 and 3.9 are designated magna cum laude, or with outstanding honor. Will our magna cum laude graduates please stand? Thank you. Students graduating with a GPA of 3.9 or higher are designated summa cum laude, or with highest honor. Will our summa cum laude graduates please stand? Fantastic. Congratulations to all of you. Finally, Drexel has a long tradition of participation in programs with the United States military. I ask that everyone in the audience today who is a member or veteran of the armed forces, please stand to receive recognition for your service. Thank you very much. And now Dean Brown again.
All right, I'm very excited to introduce a special Drexel alum from the College of Arts and Sciences as this year's commencement keynote speaker. Colleen Wolfe graduated from the College of Arts and Sciences with a Bachelor of Arts in Communication in 2008, and we have watched her soar ever since. Colleen is probably no stranger to you Philly sports fans out there, of which I am sure there are a few. Colleen began her career here in Philadelphia at WTXF TV, Comcast Sportsnet Philadelphia, and WIP-FM. In 2014, she joined NFL Networks as an on-air commentator, hosting the weekend version of Good Morning Football and NFL Game Day Kickoff. These days, she's taken on a new co-hosting role for Women's Sports Now, covering topics in women's sports, featuring expert insights and insider coverage. Colleen hails from the suburbs of Philadelphia, where she graduated from Hatboro Horsham High School, and although she lives on the West Coast these days, she is a self-proclaimed Eagles fan for life. Please welcome Colleen Wolfe.
All right, everybody. First of all, thank you so much for having me. This is an incredible honor. I could have never imagined this happening when I was sitting where you're sitting right now, but we never actually graduated in the man. We were back at the college, so it was a lot different back then. But I just want to say hi to everyone first, all of the beautiful minds out here, the parents, the friends, the graduates. You guys are graduating today. What an honor that is. Can I hear how happy you are to be graduating? The parents are like, it's about time. Thank you. Can I hear how you feel about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl this year? Yeah, that one was definitely louder. I'm glad to see your priorities are in the right place. So looking at all of you right now, this brilliant class, a not at all hungover class of 2025. You did it, gang. You co-opt, you pulled all-nighters, some productive, some just kind of like vibing out, and you made it to this day. You made it to the point that you always worked for. You beat the scariest of exams, weathered the group projects where you did all of the work and got a fraction of the credit, and tolerated the most exhausting of classmates who just loved to bring up the fact that they got into Penn State but decided to stay closer to home because their dad runs a private equity firm and they could just get a job there. Good for you, Brad. Maybe I just had a Brad, I don't know. But here you are now, radiant, robed up, and ready to get the hell out of here. 17 years ago, I sat where you are right now. Annoyed that my cap was messing up my hair and I had to take it on and off, sweating. I remember it like it was yesterday, wishing I had snacks, and honestly, wondering how long this would take. And all these years later, not much has changed. I'm still kind of wondering the same thing, and I wish that I had shoved more snacks into my pockets. I'm gonna be honest though, it's a miracle that some of you made it here today. I graduated from Drexel in 2008 when MySpace and Netflix DVDs were still a thing. But I almost didn't graduate from here. I wanted to go to Arizona State University for art education. Drexel was a last-minute decision I made the night before the deadline, which, despite everything I learned at Drexel, is still somehow how I make important life decisions. So why did I choose Drexel sight unseen? The co-op, that's the reason. The co-op program is why I'm working for the NFL today and not teaching high school students about color theory. I had zero plans to go into sports media. I never even considered it. But the first day of my first co-op, it changed absolutely everything. First of all, the only reason that I was co-oping at 94 WIP was because I thought it would be cool to say I worked at a radio station in high school or in college, or all of it. And that was true, but when I went in there, it changed everything. It was love at first sight. I realized this was exactly what I wanted to do, and I didn't even know it was a possibility until I walked in that door. I went from not even considering it to only considering it. And then it kind of became an obsession from there. So Drexel, it's all your fault. That was 2004, back when my knucklehead friends and I sold grilled cheeses door to door for our slush fund. They're still here. Venmo didn't exist. The financial struggle was so real. Drexel's gym was in a basement with 2 fans. There was no bar on campus. Now there's an actual campus and a bar inside the gym. What? You guys are so lucky. What hasn't changed though, the main building, it haunted me. It still does. The terror of falling up those marble steps was still, and honestly, it still is frightening to me. I would picture it every time I walked up those steps. Maybe that's just a me problem. I'll talk to my therapist about it. So yeah, I lived in Kelly Hall, room 415, surviving on taquitos from Sev and zero personal space whatsoever. It was a co-op and chaos, but it was the Drexel experience. An experience unlike any other. You didn't just study here, you worked, you learned how to live, and you earned every single thing along the way. including very specific allegiances to lunch trucks. Everyone has one. You might feel unsure about what comes next, and that's good. That means you're about to grow. Some of you are heading straight into grad school, some into jobs like Brad at his dad's equity firm, others into internships, or maybe just the great unknown. Whatever it may be, this world desperately needs you. To the families and the friends and the caffeine that got us here, thank you. To the professors and the advisors that pushed us all, and you all right here in front of me, thank you. This group has done the emotional labor, the financial investment, the care package deliveries, the check-in texts, the Zelle transfers, all of it, the tear-streaked FaceTimes. You are the MVPs. My MVPs are here today, my friends, and especially my parents. You've been there for me every possible step of the way, from move-in day here at Drexel until this moment on stage. And Dad, I just want to say I'm so sorry for telling you that H&M was a bookstore on campus. It isn't, actually. I'll always be grateful to Dr. Ron Bishop, my favorite professor, and the only professor who never abandoned his Rams jacket no matter how many losses that team endured. And while I was here, it was a lot. That was Jeff Fisher. He taught me how to read box scores and the world around me. He reminded me that good journalism starts with curiosity and courage, and that writing matters, truth matters. Professors like Dr. Bishop are what make this place so special. They challenged us, they supported us, they helped shape our future. Every single one of you out here that I'm looking at has done something extraordinary. You've changed and so much over these years, and you're only just beginning. You've trained your mind to explore, to analyze, to question. Whether you studied politics, biology, philosophy, psychology, English, environmental sciences, or some glorious mix of all of the above, you've done it. You've already learned so much, and now what you're doing is learning how to begin navigating this world that so many times just doesn't make any sense. This world needs artists, it needs scientists, it needs storytellers, analysts, advocates, it needs truth tellers, and realists. It needs curious, smart people who can bridge disciplines and divides. And imagine something better, it needs you, every single one of you. No pressure, we're all counting on you, please. This past year was the most challenging of my entire life. I made decisions that ripped me apart inside, but it led me to grow in ways that I could have never even imagined. It was the year that I learned to listen to my intuition and to really trust myself, even though the path forward was exceptionally daunting. It taught me that courage doesn't come without fear. Courage is being scared and still moving through that fear. And I think it's no coincidence whatsoever that this transformation happened in what was the year of the dragon. So, my fellow dragons, as you move into this next era of your life, which I guarantee will be transformative, consider the following. Get a neck fan. Everybody needs one right now. Advice like what I'm about to dispense is filtered through a lens of individual experiences before it's rinsed and recycled for you. Listen to it all, but know that some advice is not yours to follow, but someone else's baggage to unpack. Stay curious, ask questions, and then find better answers. Facts are increasingly under attack. Conspiracy theories are easily accepted over objective truth, and common sense is uncommon. Every topic seems more polarizing than the next, making it increasingly difficult to have a conversation outside of an echo chamber. I ask you all to listen to each other, always ask questions, be thoughtful with your words, be a generation that reignites healthy debate. Never stop learning and teaching along the way. You're graduating at a tumultuous time in our country, in the city where American democracy was born. Never before have we been both this connected and disconnected from each other. Free speech and democracy are under dire threat. Basic education is being politicized. Fundamental rights are being taken away. I ask you to do the bare minimum here of looking out for each other and choosing kindness above fear and hate. I challenge you to position yourself. Oh, thank you so much. Don't let me stop you. No. I challenge you to position yourself in a place that bridges the gap between the extremes and care for one another, because much like a wound, the only way to heal is to bring two sides together. Show up, gang. Even when you're unsure or you're scared, just show up. It doesn't even take that much effort. You can't control the outcome, but you can control how much you give of yourself. And how you show up matters at work, in life, for people. You don't need to be perfect, but you do need to give a damn. Take the chance or lose the opportunity. I can't tell you how many times I have been terrified. Not like, oh my God, bandage dresses are back in style, how? No, like in, why did I sign up for this? Should I run? Oh my God, stomach flipping type of fear. In fact, I decided to build a career on it. I was terrified of public speaking. Like full body sweat, kind of like what everyone is experiencing right now, but this would happen on a cold day. I would be shaking, I would stumble over words. I would almost forget how to pronounce certain words. It was so much anxiety that would take over my whole body. I couldn't even hear myself think or talk because my heart would be pounding so loud. So naturally, I chose to do this for a living. I guess I'm a masochist. But here's the thing. There is something so satisfying, so addictive about facing your fear head on. It's like a lifelong competition with your greatest rival, the Dallas Cowboys. I mean your own brain, yourself. And when you do it, you push through and you get to win in the end. Everybody likes to win. Sometimes the win might be bigger than you could have ever imagined, which is the case that I'm in right now. Or it could just be that you're proud of yourself for trying in the first place. As you navigate what the future holds for you, you'll find that both are things to celebrate. Don't let fear talk you out of the life that you were meant for. The unknown, it's not something to avoid, it's something to embrace. Because truthfully, everything in life is unknown until it happens. If you can be the kind of person who views that as not scary, but as limitless, then your future will be a blank canvas just to be filled with wild opportunities and versions of yourself that you never even imagined could be possible. Never make decisions out of fear. Instead, do things that scare you. You will grow. I tried blue cheese last week. I loved it. I'm allowed to be a Bills fan now, but I won't. I'm a masochist, but I'm not an idiot. It's never too late. At any point in your life, you can change direction. You can pivot. You can be the person that you wanted to be last year or last week. The other day, my friends were walking, and an old woman overheard one of them say, maybe in my next life. Without hesitation, this woman ran over to them and said incredulously, in your next life? You're in your life right now. Why wait for another one? And she's got a point. You only get one. Our time is finite. Make sure you use it. Pay attention to things that feel like a constant struggle. Not the kind that's challenging in a good way, but the kind that feels heavy, like you're pushing a boulder uphill that never ends, a Sisyphean effort. That's your inner compass telling you you're off course, that this path is not meant for you. For years, I did the things that I thought I was supposed to do, the things that would make other people proud, the things that would look like success from the outside. And then one day I woke up and realized my job is my entire personality. I don't even know what my hobbies are anymore. I was one-track mind, and that was it. It was work, work, and hustle. And listen, your career is very important. You work so hard for it. But it is not everything, and you need to remember that. You are a full human being, not a resume with legs. So please do not lose yourself in the hustle. Don't forget to be a person, to rest, to play, to be still, to really celebrate being alive. With that, take care of yourself. Your body is the greatest thing you will ever own. Try to treat it that way. Ask for help. It's the strongest and most courageous thing you can do. I've dealt with depression and anxiety, and I don't know where I would be if I didn't raise my hand and ask for support. In high school, I had asked my English teacher if I could be tested for a learning disability. I asked her twice. The first time, she laughed. The second time, she said, no. I mean, honestly, I'm giving a commencement speech right now, so who's laughing last? Me. But I still regret not advocating for myself in that moment. So make sure you stand up for yourself, whether that's to a boss or anyone, a doctor. It's your voice, and if it's not heard, say it louder. Embrace your failures. This is the last page, guys, don't worry. Embrace your failures. Challenges will absolutely blindside you. But every setback, it comes with a lesson. It's your responsibility to learn it. I was once booed off a Jumbotron during a Flyers audition to be the in-game stadium host. I wasn't used to someone talking in my ear while I was talking, and lost the ability to pronounce a very simple name, Danny Briere. I said Briere, Brie, whatever. And I mean, I could say some pretty tough to pronounce names. Branko Radivojevic would have been way more interesting in this story, but no. But what that did for me, I was so mortified. I felt like I needed to go into witness protection and change my name and just leave the country and I don't even know, start anew. But I accepted it, I learned to laugh about it, and then I got really good at pronouncing names. So make sure you learn the lesson. Take the lesson, forget the mistake. You don't need to dwell on the actual mistake. And finally, a stranger told me this a few years ago and it really stuck with me. You can have a good life or a great life. Most people are perfectly content with a good life. But if you want something more, you need to be willing to trade your good life for a great life, one with significant achievements and a sense of purpose, one that involves pursuing goals that are challenging and require sacrifice, one that makes a difference in this world. A great life requires the willingness to exchange the comfort and stability of a good life for the potential of a more profound satisfaction and fulfillment, even if it comes with greater challenges. A great life is not a default setting, but one that requires active choices and a willingness to invest in more than just the basics, that dares you to do something you never thought possible, to fail and get back up, and to fight for what you believe in. You are all capable of a great life, and I hope you choose that for yourself. So class of 2025, as you leave this beautiful, constantly under construction campus, remember this: you are ready, even if you don't feel like it. The secret is, there's no such thing as being ready. No one's ready for marriage, no one's ready for divorce, no one's ready to get a job or to lose a job. You guys got ready today and you didn't look in the mirror and say, I'm ready. You said, all right, here we go. That's ready. So guys, chase the job that you want, the ideas that you love, and walk fiercely into the life that was always meant to be yours. Don't wait for things to be perfect. Start right now. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Go Dragons and go Birds.
On behalf of everyone in the college, Colleen, thank you for such a wonderful address. Another round of applause, please. All right, it is now time to individually recognize all of our graduates assembled today. The names of our graduates will be announced by a crack team who can pronounce every name flawlessly. See, I can even say it. No pressure. Ashley Dickinson, Nomi Eve, Celeste Mann, and Michelle Dolinsky will be the announcers. Out of respect to all of our graduates, we request that you remain in your seats until all the names have been called.
Marshals, please escort our doctoral graduates to the stage with their supervising professors to receive their hoods.
I'll just stand up here. Chingwei Soon. Luis Alejandro Grande. Ian Zimmerman. Maxwell Franklin. Marianne Swain. Colin R. Green. Elizabeth Espinal. Nicole Crane. Alexandra E. Kelly. Kendall Butler. Zoyang Wang. Shannon Litke. Elizabeth Lampy. Jenna D'Amico. Nade Jayanrathni. Emily Preseller. Leah Sadowik.
Daniel Opong. Claire Trainer. Christina M. Thomas. Tyler Andres Bray. Megan Wilkinson. Hannah Marie Palmer. Heidi Jane Zapataki. Grace Getchus. Amanda Johnson. Matthew McDonald. Sarah Gift.
Congratulations to all of our doctoral recipients. Marshals, please escort our master's graduates to the stage for individual recognition.
Shelby Nicole Young. Magorzata Mukharski. Abigail Zeppenfeld. Hung An Mai. Terrell Wolfuck. Come here. So proud of you. Julian Schmidt Gotti. Nicholas James Kraft. Allison K. Sheets. Cameron Grace Pollard Harris. Risitha Nambuwasam. Diane Strelekis. Marcus Brockington. Anthony Aaron Alford. Krista Rose Buchler. Anish Ghosh. Jesse Isidore. Daryl Ellerby. Reagan Pryor. Victoria Bannon. I love you. Kelly Otiano. Mansi Bagwati. Carmencita Pyle. Adrian Capone. Mary Beth Madonia. Isabella Hope Lechtenberg. Julie Amento. Elizabeth Waldy. Maria Lorenz. Megan Stevenson. Megan Stevenson. Avni Kolkat. Sonika Lamichane. Ersian Oku Ersian. Rishikesh Chulan. Marco Pieri. Morgan Emerson. Evan Michael Tonray. Gwyneth Faber Rothman. Hannah Rose Maisano. Kamaria Tara Tucker. Avery Joy Chard. Madison Lee Corso. Sanjana Oak. Anzelika Doncheva. Karina Taima. Catherine Fortin. Marley Simone Martin. Nia Lewis. Audrey Ritchie. Nejla AJ Imez. Jessica Rose McNulty.
Congratulations to all of our master's graduates. Marshals, please escort our bachelor's graduates to the stage for individual recognition.
Tasneem Sheikh Sadiq. Emma Franson. Jiwesh Atri. Sophia Marie Mattia. Brooke Caitlin Shepard. Tanya Jasmine Lula. Anna Desh. Amaris Gabrielle Baker. Sira Ba. Samuel Benjamin Barsky. Nawal Amina Sayed. Yayla Tippett. Donovi Pointer. Ty Asia Brown. Amelia Ann Alvarado. Caitlin Fan. Stella Josephine Badalament. Hiba A. Talib. Diliana Alvarez Perez. Natalie Jane Richards. Janine Shuti. Nicole Olga Simonion. Maria Rose Aversa. Alex Lynn Buckton. Giselle Kalon. Delaney Claire Nordstrom. Jacqueline Colucci. Milampreet Kaur. Coughlin Kang. Joshua Cummings. Saeed Mohammed Kansin Nukvi. Margarita Haya. Rosello Saldo Genzola. Juri Han. Sapida Tosta. Alexa Ann Bidlock. Evan Wagner. Mohammed Ahmed. Sami Suleiman. Crystal Katewala. Sarah Shigambayeva. Noah Jalad. Sarah Mackenzie Gray. Shannon Victoria Tringola. Calasandra Poole. Evangelia Taring. Siddharth Patel. Zoe Elizabeth Schneider. Summer Ashton Benbrook. Lauren Warder. Tamir Gorham. Bana Ali Kamis. Kala Summers. Adair Halton. Chigoziri Eze. Elena Gaver. Chelsea Lane King. Emily Rose Dawar. Sarah Margaret Carnila, Hon Shen Fei, Noah Ernst, Ariana Hess, Edna Tanreverdi, Skylar Wong, Michael O'Neill,
Stephen Lang, Jacob Kovac, Kimberly Gouin, Alexandra Gooden, Kalina Anderson, Victoria Lang, Onisha Rahman, Fuad Haq, Jacob Broderick, Chadi Danani, Alan Belizaire, Colin Chestnut, Jessica Lip, Jackson Kelly, Alexis Gomez, Sarah Gebrakidan, Suhani Deer, Nikki Como, Maida Rahman, JL Hillard, Cheyenne Roberts, Garfield Turner, Jameer Butler, Bhakti Patel, Madeline Hunter, Marjona Aliakbarova, Jinoben Kamlesh Kumar Patel, Jenny Chen, Jiazhen Lin, Natalie Kita, Angel Luis Viade Perez, Adonis Saribala, Jessica Dyer, Emily Kraus, Kaylee Wilson, Nicole Doherty, Vanya Hugh, Allison Pratt, Amaris Felton, Melanie Alves Andrade, Amanda Foster, Annie Leo, Bergenadze. Lachey Spencer. Taylor Brown. Allison Fuller. Kendall Nia Ann Luke Griffin. Claire Brown. Trent Huber. Dylan Murray. Julia Kusidman. Diana Dumitrescu.
Victoria Strasbaugh. Eileen Ryan. Brenda Vutakore. Georgia Schweikel. Mia Reineck. Lily Kane. Montana Ora Kashfia. Federica Nochera. Joshua Barufaldi. Joyce K. Ivan Luke. Nathan Podgrisky. Michaela Brady. Assad Baig. Kenzie Rose Neighbors. Piero Samuel Barrantes. Ruhani Chavla. Tamji Chowdhury. Emily Lynn Cruz. Callie Jordan Stitt. Ilona Dubruga. Sydney Bloom. Chante or Chante? Chante? Chante Corodos. Sierra Duncan. Monisha Gupta. Elizabeth Newberry. Tiffany Petrovic. Anastasia Kolker. Samantha Aita. Louis Eagleton. Fatima Lovella Fleming. Cherise Nicole Williams. Kaylee Rodriguez. Joe Zhang. Lily Fanwick. Atara Rose Saunders. Sydney Eben. Favor Ujatuanu. Okay. I can go slower. Abigail Hendersack. Alicia So. Aaron Danker. Kobe Naybrid. Vincent Michael Scarota. Nestine Ancheta Olidan. David O'Hara. Ketevan Piros Manashvili. Sumyum Koyarela. Nicholas Yancey. Abigail Bennis. Elena Cerruto. ¿Cómo? Ah, sorry. Alessandra Cerruto. Haley Elizabeth Bramante. Brianna Depro. Amanda Elizabeth Moore. Raul Ruvila. Colston Raroja. Shihab Farouk. Nora Smith. The whole thing. Nicole Kathleen Jingwen Marie.
Zoe Nelson. Kira Daubert. Hunter Shusang Chang. Aravind Nair. Leah Thompson. Alexandra Tallarico. Baruni Talayam. Ria Kumar. Isha Singh. Ruthie Gandhi. Thea Howard. Adelaide Elizabeth O'Connor. Caitlin Mercado. Beatrice Carla Maria Pancheri. Rebecca Newman. Mina Alshamri. Hannah Soar. Frida Perez Hernandez. Shamoya Waite. Beryl Tura. Casey Gao. Graham Lewis. Alec Shank. Pari Desai. Maya Toyeb. Mylon Nguyen. Evie Tang Lee. Caitlin Miller. Vaishna Kara. Pranitha Bundy. Neha Reddy Kunta. Kushi Manjagura. Acuna. Simone Arashaw. Shadea Julari Hester. Cameron Bodner. Nana Afia Adi. Kendall Gillies. India Brooks. Zipporah Yvette Fulmore. Ryan Pomalis. Gina DeStefano. Sabrina Marie Sarico. Sarah Midla. Jalen Marie Facey. Maddie Kaufman. Samia Janato. Cameron Hopkins. Sydney Saravo. Abigail Zinberg. Elias Guveris. McCool Perrywall. Madeline Lee. Jan Buretz. Giancarlo Vaccaro. Alina Marcel Valencia. Madison Barrick. Selena Chan. Sienna Olivieri. Ajibika Ojo. Isaac Engel. Jonathan Parlett. Carl Thomas Jr. Lauren Rose. Aspa Sidaris.
Susanna Lee. Jocelyn Weisbrod. Fox Brownstein. Cassidy Ellis. Adam Eliezer. Miranda Johnston. Emily Weiss. Danny Huber. Isabella Patricio. Cassidy Joyce. Nathaniel Peralt. Tyler Gora. Nachate Aslan. Jackson Miles Kittel. Calvin Kube Keys. Dylan Paley. Daniel Price. Ethan Ethan Spalding. Oluwatufunmi Mobolaji Hurlatu Bosun. Antonia Akel. Juliana Figueroa. Leila Bakilana Ritz. Alexa May Gorman. Paige Montijo. Georgia Kadum. Caroline Van Pelt. Grace Mitchell. Matha Kusino. J3 Gangula. Marilyn Paul. Zoe Hanfman. Ashley Rukab. Lauren Watts. Oya Yormasolu. Queenie K. Wu. Joey Tu. Martin Selle. Milan Gulati. Darshun Reddy. Harish Sharif. Ansh Ubaraju. Kushal Amish Shah. Ankith Uluri. Shreyas Soma. Rohan Chundragupji. Dat Doe. Kendley Smith. Hasib Sajid. Oyun Beylig Bazar. Isabella Curtin. Crystal Akins. Jada Mott. Dakota Quinn Ebaben. Nicholas Vaughn. Ja Chung Lee. Esther Jung. Samuel Zion. Karis Wu. Sophia Kuzhowski. Julia Yoon. Ada Perez. Robert Manley Jr. Owen Joseph Boffman.
Ni Tika Ado. Oluwapolumi Ojo. Sean Vanson. Hussein Kazi. Mariana Barbosa Velasquez. Noor Rana. Savannah Winter. Amanatun Nisa. Isabel Tuffner. Nicholas Foley. Abi Ayagari. Bethany Anoma Eba Wa. Maya Mason. Maggie Williams. Jillian Roper. Rachel Danielle Miller. Caroline Galen. Amira Aspromonte. Riley Smith. Brenna Kumo. Juliana Fuller. Catherine Quintero. Stephen Muller. Rocco Spadea. Isabella Lazaro. Angelina Impagliazzo. Tiffany Seniuratneva. Simone Tate. Dina Mancuso. Ashley Brown. Ella McVary. Casey Tobin. James Carter Mitchell. Rahul Chowdhury. Matthew Habib. Daniel Martinez Sully. Sarmishta Madan. Hamza Imam. Anna Reinhold. Jordan Anderson. Indonesia Tali. Thea Takana. Tui An Nguyen. Sarah Hashem. Rafif Essayed. Midath Adnan. Olivia McMullen. Christine Schleicher. Jessie Nee. Mahak Vakaria. Nisha Patel. Zamar Ahmad. Jairin Baiz. Mandy Barrios. Catherine Blackler. Rose Shu. Christina Ng. Caitlin Rowe. Catherine Marconis. Alexis Drew. Tran Nguyen. Danielle DeLuca. David Weems. Alyssa Jorla. Linus Cook. Wayne Eo. Kanisha Davis. Derek Nguyen. Yorubai Garcia. Maeve Fitzgerald. Ava Koloseki. Max Olstad. Teresa Coulter. Sarah Colalillo. Lindsay Baliz. Zoe Facile Moreland. Zachary Berkeley. And Gabrielle Greco.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have one more round of applause for our graduates. In this ceremony, we have paid tribute to the graduating class of 2025, and now it's time again for the graduates to turn to salute those who have helped them along the way. Now it is the graduates' turn to salute those who have helped them make it to this point where we find ourselves today. I would like the parents, spouses, partners, and children, and loved ones of our graduates to please stand so that they may receive the thanks they so richly deserve. Now I ask the members of the class of 2025 to salute their professors and mentors at Drexel University. Will the members of the faculty and administration please rise? I also want to have one round of applause for all the people who helped make this event happen. All the people behind the scenes, marketing, staff. And how about that crack team of enunciators? Thank you for joining us today. When our ceremony ends, please stay in your seats until the stage party has recessed. We are also excited to continue graduation activities today, June 12th, with the university-wide commencement at Citizens Bank Park beginning at 5 p.m., where all the degrees will be formally conferred. Once again, congratulations, graduates.